Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, a good one to kick off the year on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
Here we go.
Burrow, RPO, gets a chase. The flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 180 hot. Start.
Following the penalty, they'll run it.
This is one of those plays where you got to give them some love after. Let them know it was an outstanding run and all that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6.
11 empty.
Quickly into the hands of Chase. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Gun. 11 might. 180. Start.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot.
Here we go.
They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job.
And he's in! Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of the season unfolds.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Jets 0.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. To throw here to begin the drive. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's got it! Inside the 20! And he will take this one in! 78 yards! Touchdown, New York! A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And caught, it's Mitchell. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the road. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
Here we go. 11, empty, take. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
Play action now. It's Burrow. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
A loss of 9 on the play.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
It's 4th down.
Well, if that was a pickup on 1st or 2nd down, you'd be thrilled. But here on 3rd and long, just doesn't quite get enough to pick up the 1st down, and it's going to bring up 4th.
The Bengals will call out the field goal unit. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Bengals will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is brought in. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
That's good for
a big play for the Jets. A gain of 57 yards. 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. To the end zone, but it is incomplete.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. But I can promise you, this guy, he's hoping to get another shot at it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. It's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2 as they come up to face 3rd and 5. They'll send a man in motion left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Cougar 19, 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Let's go now.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
3rd and goal.
Look to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
17 yards.
That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the
Line of scrimmage is the
37-yard
37-yard line for first and 10.
Here we go. Stop. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They'll stay on the ground. Room to run past midfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Bengals. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Jets 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air once more on second down. Oh, he's going to be fouled up and taken down. They got him. Micah Parsons taking him down for the first sack for this new campaign.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They'll send their tight end left. The play clock down to 0, and this not the best of sequences. Task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Throwing now from the gun. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top. So on fourth down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. First and 10 now from the 36.
Let's get set. 180. Running shot. 11.
They go play action for Burrow. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here we go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
11.
It's fourth down.
11 MT Kate. 11 MT Kate.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down.
180. Right shot. 12. 11.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on fourth down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Here we go.
Passing right side, and Chase has it. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds and stop the clock as well.
On one, ready?
First down.
11 MT, Kate.
First and 10 at the
12-yard line. Here we go.
Now, Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Gun. Dot. 180. Stop.
Now a toss play, running left. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Wide 80. 11, Thomas. 12, 11, MT, 11, MT. Back.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. And Mitchell, touchdown Cincinnati. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
This one taken at the 7. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Let's go. Rock roll 80.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He'll drop to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Jets are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they'll get a chance to toss things over after picking up that first down. They'll throw out of the gun. Moving to his left. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And again, it's their inability ability to prevent negative plays. It's a big reason, Mike, why they find themselves trailing in this game. First play of the series, they already put themselves in a massive hole.
Tight end going in motion here.
19 tight.
Now they'll set up to throw. Going up top. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
He's going to try it here again. That's hard. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. Big gain for the Jets there. 41 yards.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Left wing 19. Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Buck. 79 Broncos.
They'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Gun. 11. 180.
A first down throw for Burrow. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
And this is the tricky element of these deep balls, Mike. You want to hit the guy in stride. You want the touchdown. You want the beautiful highlight play. But sometimes you're better off underthrowing a receiver than you are overthrowing him, because as we see time and time again throughout the league, an underthrown deep ball, more times than not, leads to a pass interference call.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Let's get set.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it.
On 2, ready?
This guy's been a handful all day.
11. 180. Nice touch.
They'll pop it to Chase. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
On 1, ready?
3rd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
And he's been on an absolute absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry, and anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now return coming from the 7. We'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Left side, it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards.
First down, Jets.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Jets first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll look to throw yet again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Cougar 19 tight, 19 tight.
To the air one more time. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Hill look to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Right, 80.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Not 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 79 Broncos.
Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. A pickup there of 28 yards.
First down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New York. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his second touchdown here in week 1. A try here for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On one, ready? Gun. Gun.
The drive will start on the ground. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
11.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Wide open. They lose Mitchell. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
23 yards.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
On one, ready?
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's get set. 180. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Exiting the pocket right. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And this one on line, and it is good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. Get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
He'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Man in motion, heading left. Back to the air again on second and 10. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's first and 10. The defense stringing them out. No gain back to the original line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Receiver in motion, going right. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Jets. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Bengals 30.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go.
A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left.
11.
It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll run here. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
They'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And the Bengals.
It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
40-yard line.
11 MT. What's your set? 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
14 more yards.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground, finding space at the 15. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts to get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Here is 1st and goal.
Gun. Stop. 180. Stop.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go.
Showtime! Let's make some noise!
On 2, ready?
Now here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
But the fullback trying to power it home. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
They'll keep it on the ground. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Point conversion.
11 mighty. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
60 back. And up. Track him, 60.
Tight end motioning left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He's going to look downfield once again. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Again, working deep downfield. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
He's going to try it here again. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well. And they will spike it here with time still remaining in field goal range. A chance to send this one to overtime. Here's 2nd down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Here we go. One final play. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play. So this one a win for the visiting Jets. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign.